the woman at the wheel. I'm Sue. And I'm here at the factory to pick up a couple of cargo trailers. And I'm so lucky today because my lead trailer is a gooseneck. Yay! I just got to figure out which one it is. 5126, I guess it right there. That's it. 5126. Awesome. So these you're seeing are put together trailers, or tie-togethers is what we call them. The ones in front of us are obviously horse and stock trailers. The ones I'm picking up are cargo trailers. So the customer I'm delivering to doesn't sell horse trailers, I don't think, at all. They're pretty much a cargo trailer outfit. Try and get backed up here underneath this thing, but I gotta go out and open my gooseneck hatch. Okay. Gosh. Sorry about that. It took me a little longer because my lights weren't working on the trailer. So I had to troubleshoot that and figure out why. And as it turns out, my fuse blew. So if you're hauling a trailer and for some odd reason you don't have trailer lights, but your flashers still work or whatever, if you got some lights but not all lights, or you don't have any lights, first thing I do is check the fuse, because it seems to me like that's usually what the deal is. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just head back toward Chickasha because my front trailer is a gooseneck. I may or may not have to take those rear tires off, but it's a couple miles down to the shop, and if this doesn't get squirrely on me, I'll just pull it as is. If it gets squirrely, I'll stop down here in Madill and take those front tires off the back trailer. But I shouldn't have to with this configuration. We will see. We will see. As the crow flies, we'll see what it actually is on the ground. It's going to be more than that, I can guarantee you. It'll be more like 110 or 120, I think. Okay, I'm going really, really slow right now. I'm testing this back trailer. I'm going to gradually get it up to speed, and if it gets to the point where it's wagging around bad, I'll stop up here and take the front set of tires off of it. So I increase my speed really gradually with this because I don't trust those back trailers. As far as I can pick them up and throw them. Especially these cargo trailers. For some reason they are the squirreliest of all. The squirreliest of the squirrely. So I'm doing this real gradually because if it does start fishing around bad, you know, it can do it really suddenly. So I don't want to just zoom up to speed here and have it start flopping around. The last set of them I hauled like that, did that, and I thought it was going to wreck me. Actually, kind of freaked me out a little bit. Okay, so far we're good at 50. I'm just going to gradually inch it up here. People are just going to have to go around me until I get this tested and figured out. So the things I check before I leave the yard are the lights, the brakes, and the lugs. I never have trouble with lugs at this factory because they check off on that stuff and they document it. It's on my paperwork that those have been torqued, so never had a problem with them. I check them at random, like every 5th or 6th trailer, but I never have any trouble with them. So some of these places that have been making trailers for a long time, and they've got this routine down. They run them through their internal quality assurance, quality control people. And by the time I get there to pick them up, you know, they've been checked out and tested 6 ways from Sunday. The only thing they don't do is take that front set of tires off the back trailer. I'm debating this. I'm still testing it. I'm doing 55, and it seems okay. I'm not going to go over 60 with these anyway, so I think I'm all right just to leave the tires on it. I think we're good. Okay. So what I do need to do is I need to stop up here in Manville. There's a big place I can pull over off to the side of the road. Mansville maybe is what it is. And do my paperwork. I was so busy worrying about fixing the lights, getting them operational, that I didn't fill out all my papers. I mean, I've got enough papers to be towing it legally, but I have extra stuff that I do, extra paper I fill out for me. That they'll need to sign for me when I deliver them, so. Okay, now we're getting a little fishiness back there. Little bumpy road makes it a little fishier. I'm probably going to be pissing these people off behind me because I'm not going to run more than what I'm doing now, at least to Mansville. So my best option is probably to get on I-35. Then people can at least get around me. We've got 105 miles out to go. If I run that at 55, it's a couple hours, which is, it's going to be a couple hours regardless. I think I'm okay just to leave them on. I'm not seeing anything crazy going on back there. So I'm probably pulling, I don't know, 7,000 pounds worth of trailers. which is definitely under the maximum weight for this truck, with the gooseneck especially. But as you can tell, it's still got to work to pull them up a hill a little bit. Not terrible, but okay, now we'll see how it does at 60. Yeah, 60 is about going to be my limit with this configuration, so that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and leave the tires on. If it gets squirrely on me anywhere else, I can still pull over on the side of the road and take those off. Doesn't take but a couple minutes. But if I don't need to do it, I'm not going to do the extra work. So, you know, that's kind of how it is. The gooseneck on here makes all the difference. If that were a bumper pull in the front trailer, if it was, you know, a bumper hitch, I'd be taking front tires off both of them. But because the gooseneck trailer, for whatever reason, is a lot more stable, the rear trailers tend to behave a whole lot better attached to the back of the gooseneck. I'm going to pull over and just let these people get around me, just because I'm feeling nice today. I don't know, it's feel nice. Go on, folks. I'm pulling over so you can go around me, so please go around me so I can get back out in the road here. Here we go. I don't like aggravating people, holding them up. They got someplace to go, you know. Seemed like a good, safe place to get over and just let them get on by. Now I'm going to have a continuous stream of cars behind me because this is kind of the back way into Ardmore. So basically it's going to be a lot easier and quicker and not bind everybody up behind me if I just go on up another 13 or so miles and turn north onto I-35 instead of going back up 177. So that's what I'm going to do. I don't really like going on I-35, but sometimes when you've got trailers on and you don't really want to be inconveniencing everybody for, 40 miles at a time, it's just, sometimes it's a better option, because I really don't want people up my butt when I've got double trailers on like this. I sure don't want anybody trying to pass me on a skinny 2-lane road when I've got 40 feet of trailers back there and end up having a problem because they can't get around me because they think it's one trailer till it's too late. So I don't really want to be messing with people. So if I get on the interstate, at least I'll have my own lane pretty much. But I still need to do my paperwork. I haven't done it yet. I guess I'll do it when I get there. That's about what I'm going to have to do at this rate. Unless I just find a good place to stop on the way, which I might find some place that's just convenient to pull off and get it done. Okay, so I'm running 60 right now. I'm getting a little movement back there at 60. So that's my limit. I don't mind a little movement, but I don't want anything beyond that. What happens if that back trailer starts actually swinging around? It'll jerk the truck around and it'll wreck your ass. And because it's so far back there, any sway from the front trailer is exaggerated in the rear trailer. That's why the rear trailer will sway. And that's why it'll sway worse, I guess, if there's a bumper pull in the front, because when you for some reason a bumper pull sways more naturally than a gooseneck, and I don't know why. It doesn't make any sense to me. Unless it's maybe just the weight distribution, taking more weight off the front of the trailer. I guess that could be. This is behaving real well, so I'm pretty happy with this. I mean, the less work I have to do, the better, because I'm not getting paid a whole bunch to do this to begin with. So what I do need to do is send my broker a text. And no, I'm not texting with my fingers. I have these trailers on, comma, can I get the rates, please? The rates, please. Damn it, this stupid... It doesn't seem to understand what I'm saying. The rates, please. There we go. Finally, got it. Now, obviously, I was saying, can I get the rates, please? Well, the first time it said, can I get the Drake's something. Second time it said, can I get Steve Rakes? Goofy. So anyway, my fuse blew. So I plugged in the trailer lights. And I'm like, okay, that's curious. My flashers, the hazard lights were working, but nothing else. And I got to thinking about the other truck. I've had lights not work on trailers before with the Dodge. And I knew in the Dodge immediately that I needed to change the fuse, because that, for some reason, the fuse in the Dodge blew a lot. It wasn't that big of a fuse, I guess, or whatever. At first I didn't know, but I learned, after it happened a couple times, I figured out what was going on and decided, okay, I've always got my fuses handy, and I know that's the first thing to check. So apparently that's the first thing to check on this one too. I haven't had this before, and it's a 20 amp fuse. But they just wear out, It's why you're required to carry fuses on a commercial vehicle, I reckon. So you don't have any excuse to run around without your lights working, maybe, among other things. got about 7 more miles to go to the interstate. I think from here it's 4-lane all the way into Ardmore, and then it shrinks back down again. I think maybe not. Maybe it stays 4 lanes. So this is pretty good. So I didn't inconvenience too many people for very long. Then that was okay. Anyway, my intention isn't to be a jerk to people out here, so. Okay, well, we're on the road. Everything's looking like it should at the moment. I'll just keep an eye on it. Thanks for riding along, and I'll catch you in the next episode.